Dahil kinlik mo ang video na to, malamang may idea ka na kung anong topic natin. Kung na-autoplay to sa YouTube mo, I suggest you keep on watching kasi na-detect ng YouTube algorithm na curious ka dito sa topic na to. Gusto ko tong pag-usapan and share my thoughts as well kasi napakahirap talagang pumili ngayon ng crossover. Dalawang crossover models lang to from Toyota, kaya for sure, mas mahihirapan ng ibang mga Filipino buyers kapag sinama mo pa ang other Japanese, Korean, and lalo na ang Chinese offerings. This is really a great time to buy vehicles ngayon sa Pilipinas dahil sa dami ng choices. Pero chances are, may analysis paralysis na mangyayari kaya I'll try to help you out kung nahirapan kang mamili. And tell you what you need to know and understand when deciding what vehicle to buy for your hard-earned money. Before I go on, kung mahilig ka sa Philippine car news and reviews, I would appreciate it if you can consider giving a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. I post one video a week sharing my thoughts and opinions regarding Philippine cars. Maliit na bagay yan para sa inyo pero napakalaking tulong yan para lumago ang channel na to so that I may also know the interests of the Filipino consumer. For context, ang models na i-compare ko ngayon ay ang crossovers from Toyota na Race G against the Yaris Cross V models. Yes, hindi apples to apples ang magiging comparison dahil magkaiba ang size nila. Pero napili ko tong two variants ito kasi wala pa akong masyadong nakita na Race versus Yaris Cross. Usually, ang comparison battles ay between the Race variants and the Yaris Cross variants. Pero I think magandang ipagkumpara tong dalawang models na to kasi sila ang mid-grade variants ng kanilang mga modelo. And as I have mentioned before, usually, if not more often than not, mid-grade variants are the bang for the buck variants ng mga models. And that is true, at least in my opinion, for the G ng Race and V ng Yaris Cross. Unahin natin ang usapang maintenance. In terms of what is under the hood, they are both naturally aspirated, so walang turbo or hybrid. Parehong CVT and parehong front-wheel drive, which means these are economy cars that maximizes fuel efficiency. Mas malaki ang makina ng Yaris Cross with its 4-cylinder 1.5-liter engine. Usually, the bigger engine, mas maraming lang isang ginagamit. Pero that is not true for this case kasi with the Race and its 1.2-liter engine, nung tumingin ako ng oil line item sa maintenance cost sa Race Group, same sila ng Yaris Cross with 4 liters of oil. So mukhang tabla sila dito sa engine maintenance. For the performance, hindi ko i-discuss yun dito kasi more often than not, ang bibili neto city drivers na naipit sa traffic. Sa city driving, pareho lang sila ng performance sa stop and go situation. While sa highway driving naman, I would say at par pa rin kahit mas maliit ang makina ng Race kasi dahil mas maliit nga ang Race, kayang i-compensate ng mas maliit na makina and lesser performance ang overall weight ng Race when pulling the car. What I would like to focus on instead sa usapang maintenance is the size of the wheels. Ang Yaris Cross ay merong napakapoging 18-inch wheels while ang Race naman has only 16 inches. Pag dumating na ang panahon na kailangan ng palitan ng mga gulong, for sure, mas magiging mahal ang sa Yaris Cross. Mas maraming goma yun eh. So of course, that additional 2 inches of size will equate to 1,000 or 2 pesos more. I have said this several times na and I will reiterate again. Kapag kailangan ng palitan ng gulong, kailangan ng palitan yan kasi that is the only point of contact between you and the road. Mas mura ang mga gulong kaysa sa buhay ng tao when an accident happens. Dahil nabanggit ko na rin ang accidents na wag naman sanang mangyari for any one of us, dito naman papasok ang usapang tech and safety features. Like the modern cars of today's, meron silang parehong ABS, immobilizer, stability control, ISOFIX, hill start assist, plus the usual airbags for the driver and front passenger. Pero aside sa mga yan, dito tingin ko lumamang ang Yaris Cross V dahil may dagdag na siya na side airbags, advanced driver assist aids like lane departure warning, blind spot detection system, and of course, the 360-degree or panoramic view. For the new drivers, for sure, hahanapin yung mga features na yun kasi yun yung magpapadali ng buhay sa pag-drive or pagpapark. Pero meron pa ring mga old school drivers na nagsasabi na additional components lang yung mga yun, hindi nila kailangan, hindi naman nila palaging mapakinabangan, or dagdag lang yun na features na nakaubos ng battery, etc. Both the thinking has their respective pros and cons, and pareho namang valid yun. It's just up to you the person which will be behind the wheel, kung kailangan mo ba talaga yun or you can live without it. Another factor na kailangan mapag-usapan is the practicality. Both are crossovers and both should be practical, right? The short answer is yes. Yes, of course. Ang Raze has 369 liters of trunk space while hindi naman ganoon kalayo ang lamang ng Yaris Cross with 397 liters. That is just 28 liters na lamang ng bigger Yaris Cross. So I would like to call this a tie kasi at least for me, hindi ganoon kalaki ang 28 liters na yon. Though merong magsasabi na in general, bigger ang maximum trunk capacity ng Yaris Cross kasi nga mas mahaba pa rin to. Kaya kapag tinupi ang rear seats, mas magiging mas malaki ang lamang nun. And to that I say yes. But let's be realistic. Hindi naman natin gagamitin tong mga sasakyan na to panghakot ng gamit, diba? Another aspect ng practicality ng mga crossovers ay ang kanilang ground clearance. For this one, dahil mas malaki ang gulong ng Yaris Cross, tingin ko dun nang galing ang lamang niya na 12mm of ground clearance. For the exact numbers, 200mm ang ground clearance ng Raze while ang Yaris Cross naman has 212mm. Converting sa inches, that is just 0.47 or wala pang half an inch ang lamang. Converting it to more practical day-to-day objects, halos kasing laki lang to ng mga kuko natin. Depende sa height natin syempre. Pero sa kuko ko, that 12mm is just the length of my pinky nail. So in terms of practicality, at least in my opinion and everyday use cases in the city, they are virtually a tie. Now, usapang modern amenities naman tayo. Newer cars have newer features, syempre. And what the 1-year gap between the releases of the Raze in 2022 and Yaris Cross in 2023 made little changes. For starters, literally pang start, standard na for both ang push-to-start buttons and for connectivity naman, standard for both ang Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Which is wired nga lang pala for the Raze and wireless naman sa Yaris Cross. For me, ang dalawang importanteng nilamang lang ng Yaris Cross is its adaptive cruise control na talaga namang nagpapadali ng buhay ng driver when driving on highways and its electronic parking brake with auto hold na makes the traffic bearable. Pero notable din sa Yaris Cross ang kanyang electronic adjustable seat for the driver to easily find the best driving position and its power tailgate with kick sensor na talaga namang nagpapalevel up na experience when opening the trunk. But similar sa tech and safety features na nabanggit ko kanina, merong mga drivers and owners na can easily live without these modern tech amenities. Minus mo lang ang adaptive cruise control and electronic parking brake with auto hold. Kasama na ako dun sa listahan na yun kasi mas mabagal lang mga electronic adjustable seats and power liftgate kesa sa manual way of doing things. Not that sirain tong mga to, pero kapag dumating ang panahon na nasira yung mga yan, for sure, masakit sa ulo and sa bulsa ang gastusan. In terms of maintenance cost and practicality, these two Toyota crossovers are a tie at least if you ask me. In terms of tech, safety, and modern amenities, may clear edge ang Yaris Cross in paper, pero up to the driver kung kailangan niya ba talaga yung mga yun na added benefits. But now, for the cost. For the battle of the mid-grade variants, lamang ang Raze kasi it is cheaper by 366,000 Philippine peso at the time of this video's release. That kind of money can go far for the budget-conscious Filipino buyers for sure. Pero as I have mentioned at the start of the video, this is a really great time to buy vehicles ngayon sa Pilipinas dahil sa dami ng choices. Kung enough na sa'yo ang size ng Raze but you still want the bare bones basic Raze para mas mura, meron pa tong E-variant. If you want a more upscale Raze, andyan naman ang kanyang turbo variant. But if you want the size of the Yaris Cross, andyan ang G-variant neto. For a more fuel-efficient vehicle, andyan naman ang S or HEV variant ng Yaris Cross. For more refinement but still fuel efficient, andyan ang Corolla Cross pero sa ibang video na yon. To summarize, you can't go wrong with any of these two Toyota crossovers. They drive very similar, the cockpit is almost the same except sa mas modern na infotainment screen ng Yaris Cross. In terms of longevity, yes, these are Daihatsu platforms, but they still carry the Toyota badge which is well known for their quality, durability, and reliability. That's it for this video. Kung may gusto kayong idagdag, put them in the comment section down below. So this is Kai, your driver but not so sweet lover na nagsasabing, keep calm, drive safe, and stay awesome.